Hi Groupsters, welcome to the Car Boutiques Detailing channel. Today's review is on Killerwaxx XXX SI02 Graphene Ceramic Coating Paste. So as we always do, let's cue the music. Okay, today's review is going to be on XC90, a Volvo XC90, and as you can see, all right, it needs a really good clean. It's absolutely caked in mud and grime, so we're going to do the safe wash process, get it nice and clean. Then we're going to use a pre-wax cleaner, and then we're going to test out the XXX SI02 Graphene Paste Wax and see how good it really is. So let's clean the car. Okay, so that's it washed, and that's taken a couple of hours. That was a really minging car. So we've used the safe wash process, a pre-wash snow foam, pH neutral shampoo. We've also fallout sprayed and tar and glued it. Okay, so I'm going to take it inside for a blow job. Okay guys, that's it washed and dried. Heavily tarred, this one. You can see from this sort of a cloth the amount of tar that came off that. So it's always good when you're applying a wax in terms of trying to get it to adhere and give longevity of the wax to prep your paintwork. Now ideally, this car needs machine polished, probably a couple of stages, quite a lot of scratches on it, clayed and all that kind of stuff. So I'm limited by time today, so I'm just going to use a pre-wax cleaner and then come back to the XXX and see how we go. So when we come to this, we're going to look at ease of application, ease of removal, and that final sort of gloss, and do a good analysis on it. So I'm going to whip round with a pre-wax cleaner, get the paint as clean as I can, limited by time, and then we'll come back to the XXX. Okay folks, that's the pre-wax cleaner done, and that's a clean pad, and that's the one we used for the pre-wax cleaner. Okay, all that dirt would have stopped the wax adhering, okay, and bonding to the paintwork. So great fan of pre-wax cleaners. Now, looking at this car, it looks nice and shiny, doesn't it? Now I'm just going to just show you a few things with the torch, so just bear with me. I'm going to take that off the tripod. That is loads and loads of swirls. Big scratch there. There's lots of, you can see, where is it? Etching from birds just there. Okay, so this car really does need, I'd say, two-stage machine polishing. There's lots of scratches. You can see all the, poor wash routines. Okay, like I say, I don't know the history of this car, but I'm going to try and get it back to do a good two-stage machine polishing. I'm going to clay it, do all the good stuff, and then put hopefully a ceramic coating on it or a good sealant. So that's what we've got to work with. I'm just going to reposition the camera, and then we're going to start to really get into the details of this new XXX wax. Okay folks, on to the actual XXX SI02 graphene ceramic coating paste. So I'm just going to give you a bit of information on the packaging. Now before I do, we've already tested some of the Killerwaxx waxes before. We tested Killerwaxx Northern Lights, and indeed we've tested some of the other stuff from the XXX range, and I'll leave all the links in the comments. Okay, so we've already tested their shampoo and their detailing spray, and this brand is, this range is expanding. They now do quite a few products to this range, including ceramic coating, which I want to eventually use on this. So I'll just give you a bit of information. So XXX SI02 graphene ceramic coating paste combines non-abrasive chemical cleaners and is made with pure hemp seed oil, so continuing that theme from Killerwaxx, and that hemp seed oil being the carrier, which is dissolving the wax and all the properties into a form that you can use, and then that vents off and leaves the protection on the car. So it's got a blend of premium Knorr hard wax, SiO2 and graphene. Okay, that's probably where the XXX comes from. So you're getting three components that's going to offer all the properties on your vehicle, all rolled into one. It waxes and protects in one step, leaves a brilliant, hard, durable and resistant shine. So directions, and we're going to follow these. We've already washed the car using a soft microfiber applicator. Put your pad in and give it a couple of rubs in the pot to apply to the applicator pad. Rub in a circular motion, let it haze, and then remove with a clean, dry microfiber towel. It's quite a standard application. Now, the Killerwaxx range is only available from one distributor in the UK. That's the Clay Cloth Company. They've got the sole distribution rights for it. So if you go along and have a look at their website, the Clay Cloth Company, I'll put a link in the description as well, and you'll see all the other Killerwaxx waxes, and indeed this range as well. Okay, so we're going to apply it exactly as it is on the label. Okay, now looking at the information, it says it gives fantastic hydrophobics. It's got additional properties of masking some swirls, so it might have some filling components, which is just as well for this vehicle because it's covered, so I'm going to look at that. It confesses to be easy on, easy off, fast hazing, so lots and lots of good properties. Now the temperature must be about, I've got the garage door open, probably about 10, 11, 12, so a good test for the wax. Okay, and we'll see how it goes on. We'll do the hydrophobicity test at the end. Okay, so let's reposition the camera and see how easy this is to apply and remove. I'll do the whole car. We'll then have a look at the car, and I'll give you my feelings, thoughts, opinions, and recommendations at the end. So let's crack on. Okay guys, we're going to do this panel. I've dampened my wax applicator as per the instructions, and it smells gorgeous. So we're going to see how easy it is to apply. So it just says do a couple of swirls in the pot, and let's see how easy it is to apply. Okay, so very, very smooth. Hardly any resistance. So let's say make sure your pad's wet. It's easy to glide, and what I like is it clearly shows where you've applied, so you're not going to miss anything. I'm still going with the first dab, so a little goes a long way, which sort of is golden rule for waxes. I'm still going, it's still leaving product behind. Okay, that's just with one dab. I'll do another couple of swirls just for the lower bit. Right, that's effortless to use. It's hardly, in fact, I'd say there's no resistance there whatsoever. Nice, and it's almost got a velvet texture as you're applying it. Effortless, nice and easy. Okay, so application test. No criticisms, all positive. Okay, so I've already done that panel there and just done the swipe test. That's pretty much ready to come off. I'll reposition the camera and we'll look at how easy the XXX wax is to remove. Okay, groupsters, removal test. Use a nice buffing towel now. I use the ones from the Clay Cloth Company. They're super plush coral fleece ones. This one has been washed, and we're just going to see how easy it is to remove. Now, this is flashed off really quickly, probably a couple of minutes, which is good. So it's a quick and efficient sort of product to use. And that actually is a pleasure to remove. It's like treacle, it's like velvet. There's a slight, I wouldn't call it grab, but just a nice thick, creamy feeling when you're taking it off. Try it, you'll see what I mean. You're probably laughing at me now, but it's a pleasure. Okay. Effortless to come off. That's it. So plenty of rotations. You don't want your microfibers saturated. Easy peasy. Okay, removal just as easy as application, so absolute winner. Right, I'm happy with this. I'm now going to do the whole car and then we'll see what state it leaves the car in. Hopefully lovely and shiny, and we'll do the hydrophobicity test as well. Good times. Okay folks, that's us finished applying and removing the Killerwaxx XXX SI02 graphene ceramic coating paste. I suppose we should go and have a look at the car. Okay, the final check we're going to do is hydrophobic, so we're going to do a spray on test, then a sort of a sheeting check. So just put this into a nice spray. Take it off so we can have a look at the beads. So nice. Proud. Now, considering the condition of this car and the speed at which I did this, excellent, excellent. Okay, so I'm just going to reposition this back on the camera and we'll do the sheeting check. Okay, so I would class that as excellent sheeting. All right, you can see the water that has remained is heavily nice and high and proud beads, and the majority of the water is coming off. So fantastic hydrophobics. I think it's about time to do the wrap-up video. Okay, we're back on the boot of the TT. That means summary and wrap-up time. So Killerwaxx XXX SI02 Graphene Ceramic Coating Paste. I said it that time without stuttering. What do we think? Well, first of all, a bit more information. £36 for 12 ounces. You're getting a huge pot. It smells lovely, and look how much I've used. This is gonna, if you look after this is gonna last you probably years. Okay, so you saw how easy it was to go on. Really, really easy to go on. Let it sort of set, okay, and then I do the swipe test to make sure it's vented off and all that kind of stuff, and that took a couple of minutes. When you take it off, it's a really weird feeling. It's like when I used their XXX quick detailer. It's almost like you're pushing like liquid velvet over the paint, all right, and you'll see if you've got this, you'll see what I mean. It's super, it's not grabby, okay, you are aware that you're taking product off, but it's super smooth, and it felt safe, okay, and that's the important thing. It was so easy, one of the easiest waxes I've used to sort of apply and remove without doubt. Off the top of my head, I can't think of one that was easier. Okay, so top marks for that. In terms of the hydrophobics, okay, very, very good considering the state of that paintwork. Okay, I didn't expect it to be so good, but you saw where I sprayed it on, you got the tall beads, and when we poured water over, it sheeted off very, very nicely. In terms of the filling qualities, it's outside. I've put the torch over. The scratches are still there, but I'd definitely say it's masked some of the sort of the web scratches that you get from poor wash and drying routines. They haven't disappeared. This isn't a glaze, okay, but it's definitely made a slight improvement, which is good. And in terms of the gloss, okay, it's where you saw the video. Okay, it deepens dark colours. And it just pops a bit, which is really, really good. Now, in terms of longevity, I think the description sort of says 6 to 8 months. If I get 2 or 3 months if I was doing my own car, I'd be more than happy, but I'll keep an eye on that and I will report back. If you've applied this months ago, get back with feedback and comments on Facebook and YouTube and tell us how sort of long you got off it. Okay, but absolutely love it. Really, really good. Sort of kicking myself that I didn't buy it before. And I'm definitely going to be using it. The USP, the main selling sort of points of this: easy on, easy off, hydrophobics, good gloss, and you're getting 12 ounces for £36, and that is going to last you for absolutely ages. Okay, so Art Smith, the owner of Killerwaxx, I take my hat off to you. Did it quickly because my hair's a mess. Okay, and if you want some of this, I highly recommend the rest of the range as well. Okay, it's all up there. It's up there with the best of them. Okay. Take a trip to the Clay Cloth Company's website. Remember your Car Boutique discount code to get you a few pennies off if you decide to buy some of this. Okay, and the next one I'll be doing from this range is going to be the ceramic coating. Maybe on that one, okay, maybe on this one, I don't know yet, but I'd rather do it on a dark car like that because that needs a bit of work to it. Okay, so fantastic, and as Art Smith from America would say, get yourself some.